The first question is, how accurate would you say the game is at representing the experience of the working poor based on course media, lecture, and your experiences?
I would say that it was pretty accurate. I felt like even just while I was playing, I was really stressed out about like how I was gonna pay for all my stuff and how my kids and my family were doing, even though it was real. I feel like the stress that it created is very similar to how, I mean, obviously not to the same level, but it was able to kind of demonstrate the stress level of people living in poverty on a daily basis.
And is there anything about the game experience that surprised you?
I think it surprised me like how much, not necessarily like bills cost, but like the like dental work and stuff like that. I mean, I knew that that stuff like cost a lot of money, but the percentage of what I had in my bank account, I wasn't expecting it because it was like more than 50% of what I had in my bank account.
Is there anything that you think was missing or that you disagreed with while playing?
You can't really ask any of your friends for help. Like there's only a certain amount of friends that you can ask. So that might be why they only provided a certain amount of social media to go through to ask. Also, like, it's really easy in the game if it like didn't have social media stuff and it was just like, oh, ask a friend, and then it like generated if your friend said yes or not. It's really easy to just click that button for the game. But when you have to actually ask a friend in real life, that puts more stress and you don't want to do it. And I think that that's kind of to emulate what it would be like in real life. Because people living in poverty, even if they have not enough money to buy food, they don't. Like societally, it's considered embarrassing to ask for monetary help. So they're not going to really want to. So I think that was kind of to emulate that.
If you think something is unrealistic, why do you think the game is designed that way, or why do you think the game did not include certain options?
Obviously, it is a game, it is limited, it can't be fully realistic. I think I probably would have asked friends for help more often in real life, just because I don't have Twitter or Facebook, and those were the two means of asking people for help in the game. And then also, like, my biggest issue when playing the game is it asked if I wanted to stop and talk to a unionizer, and I clicked yes because I was trying to be as realistic as possible. And realistically, I would have, but I knew that it was going to go right in the game. But I feel like, you know, if I knew that like someone from my job was going to see me, or like if my coworker was right there or my boss was right there, then I probably wouldn't have stopped. I feel like, yeah, I would know if there was a way to get back to my boss, but obviously I don't know that for sure.
While the game does not mention your race, ethnicity, citizenship status, educational background, or family background, how do you think that each of these characteristics would modify your success/failure within the game? For example, is there a characteristic or form of capital that would have been an advantage to you while playing or disadvantage?
Honestly, that, you know, if I was a person of color in the game, and as I am in real life, it probably would have been a lot harder, especially like being a woman of color, it would make it a lot harder to, like, I think I didn't ask friends for help in the game because I didn't have the two means of social media, but I feel like in real life it would have made it even more difficult to like ask people for help or to get job opportunities, just because it is a little bit easier for the white straight men to be provided with those opportunities, even just through like friends and just through people that they know. I've seen that before. Like with my dad is a white man, and I don't want to say that he got through life easily because he definitely didn't, but he was provided a lot of opportunities that I don't think that he would have been if he wasn't a white man, or that I saw that my mom, who is a woman of color, did not get those same opportunities. So I feel like it definitely would have impacted my success.